everyone, it's Nancy Bastine, and I'm back today to do the envelopes with you. Yep, we're going to put the envelopes. I've already cut this piece, and I painted a little bit that's going to be lapping over. It goes like, folds up like this, and this folds down like this. And I'm going to show you how we do the envelopes, and how we put them in. And I need to get my score tape. It's just right here, I think. Where did I put it? Is it still? Oh, here it is. Okay, so how I measure this is I put the envelope on here. You know, it was a big piece, and I cut this much off of it, left over. Okay, so this measures 9.5, and we're going to put them on here, like so. Then you fold it up, like so, and then you have your fold over for your lid, okay? So I painted that because I didn't want it to be just white. Anyway, so this measures 10, I think 10 and a, let me see, 10 and 3/8. 10 and 3/8 is what this measures. You can make it however long you want. If you want a longer fold over, but I think that'll be enough. And so now to prep our envelopes, I'm going to, oh, and I varnished the outside. I sealed the outside with some soft touch varnish. This is the smooth velvety varnish finish. And so now I'm going to set this aside, and I'm going to do my envelopes. And I want to color my envelopes on the side like I did on this one. See how my envelopes are all, see? So I'm going to do that with ink, and I'm going to use this ombre, and I'm just going to, I just go around the whole thing like so. Like this, and I'm going to use about 10 envelopes, okay? This is not quite the right color, but it'll do. Not quite the right color of green. Let's see. Let's see how it looks. It's not going to matter too much anyhow. It'll look just fine. So I do both sides of each envelope, and I'm going to seal this shut, but I'm going to use glue because I found out on the other ones that it left this part open, and I had to go back and glue all that down. So I'm just going to take this strip off and just glue them shut. Just like that. Okay, then I'm going to continue doing the inking. All the way around. my envelopes are measuring, these are 4 1/8 by 9 1/2 envelopes. And I bought them at Target, and they are the cheapy ones, and that's okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get all of these ready, and then I'll show you the next step that we're going to do. I'll be back when they're all sealed together and all painted, okay? Hi, I'm back. Okay, what we want to do now is we've got to cut the little tiny sliver off of the top of the envelope. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to stick it in here. Hopefully I get it even enough. And just take a little, where did it go? A little sliver, like so, off of each envelope, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Just, whoops. I hate that when that happens. Then you never can get it right again. Okay. Alright, I'll be back when I finish all of these doing, slice them open. Okay, got them all sliced open. Now I'm going to show you how to place the tape on them. If you're going to use tape, if you're not going to use tape and you're going to use glue, you're kind of going to do it in the same fashion. But I like the tape method better. So what I did is I went around because I wanted to make sure that my sides and my top and my bottom were all pretty much even. So on the first one, let's see, you're going to tape back to front, okay? So on the first one, you're going to turn it over on the front because this one's going to be glued onto your cover. So you want to tape that one pretty much all over. And I'm losing my donut seat here. I think it's about wore out. I think I need a new one. So I'm just going to place tape. And this is score tape, double-sided tape. And there's nothing new from yesterday to today. No new news. Oh, except for, man, I couldn't figure out what in the world was happening early this morning. Now, I call early like 8 o'clock. Early. That's early for me. Because I'm just barely getting to sleep. And I hear this boom, 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 and it's shaking my house. I think, oh, what is going on? What are they doing? And the dogs, it upset the dogs and woke Belle up, and she started barking, and I finally got up and went downstairs and asked Wes what was going on, and he said he didn't know. Then we looked out, we saw this smoky stuff coming out our side window, and we look out there, and this concrete company is pounding with a sledgehammer and a sawing all the sidewalk out from in front of this house next door. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And they were hitting the concrete with a sledgehammer. So I'm just going to put a couple on the inside. You don't need much. You don't need more than 2 or 3 to stick it down. I'll probably put 3. So, yeah, that was my morning. So when I figured out what it was, I went back upstairs and went back to sleep for a while. I woke up at noon and watched a couple of videos of Callie Black, and then I went back to sleep. Now you want to burnish this down so it gets a good stick. And I do it as I go along so I don't forget, because when I start pulling these off, I don't want to have to worry about them not sticking. Alright, on the other side of this one, because we're going to stick it to our pile, we're going to stick back to front, and you want to make sure you have all your openings up. Okay? Okay, so I'm going to put my tape down. Like I said, I want to make sure you come in a half an inch on both sides, just to make sure that, and then I kind of eyeball it as I go down, and I measured 5/8 on the bottom, coming up from the bottom, and then I measured this down 7/8, but I don't think I need it that far down, so I'm going to come in, make sure I'm about a half inch. I'm going to raise that up a little bit, and just go along that. So you want to make sure you have your sides, your bottom, and your top spaced. Okay? Alright, I'm going to go and tape all these other ones, and I'll be back when I'm finished, and we'll stick them together. Okay, we're to our last one, so now we're going to put the tape on the back, and then we got to put it all over the front, so I thought I'd come back on and make sure I told you that. So we have 2 of them with tape on both sides. And I'm coming up just a little bit higher on the top, not much, but it really doesn't matter, just as long as you, it doesn't really matter, you could put it all the way to the top, but I left just a little bit of a leeway there. Okay, now we're going to put them together. And we're going to, oh, I gotta put tape on the front of this one. Because this is what's going to get taped down to our other part of our cover. And I'm going to show you what not to do, what I did. Luckily, I could pull it up and get it off without too much trouble. I'm kind of quiet today, huh? I don't know what I have to say. I don't have anything. I kind of got a gravelly voice. Luckily, we're not sick. Holy cow, that was terrible. Terrible, terrible. Don't want to go through that again. But I'm sure I probably will, because that's just life. We've had cold days and then warm days. And then cold days and then warm days. And that's when you get sick. Alright. Now, I'm going to make sure all my tops are at the top. And I'm going to turn these over. And this is how we start gluing them together. Taping them together. And I'll show you one or two of these, and then I'll come back when I get them all taped together. So you just line them up. And stick them down. You can burnish it down. And then this is the way they look when they're stuck together. And then you have your accordion at the bottom. You'll see it better when I get more stuck together. Alrighty, I'll do one more. Make sure the tops are together. I'm confusing myself here. Make sure the tops are at the top. This is why you want to get your tape scored down really tight to your project so you can pull those up easy. Okay, I got the top, set that down, and I'm just going to glue this together. Make sure I'm lining up my bottom and my sides, and there you go. And I'm just going to continue on like doing that, and I'll be back when I'm all finished with all 10 of them. Okay guys, I want to show you the boo-boo I made. This is going to be my last envelope, and I taped it on both sides, and I didn't need to because I tape on this one. So I'm going to see if I can get this tape off of here. If not, I'll just tape it down with two-sided tape. But usually if you roll your finger on it like so, get it started, you can pretty much pull it up without tearing your project too much. Like that. But I burnished it down. So it's going to pull it up a little bit, but not much. So I'm showing you what not to do. So on your top one, the bottom one, the first one, you need tape on both sides. The top one, you only need tape on because you've got already tape on that one. Well, you know what, I'm gonna leave that because that's gonna tear into my envelope. So I'm gonna leave that piece on there. That one didn't want to come off so good. So then we're gonna do this one. And this is our last, and I'm gonna take a drink. See if I can get rid of this gravelly throat. Make sure we have our top to top. Okay. Now I'll show you what they look like. This is the top part. See how cool that is? These are your sides. And this is your bottom. Accordion. Pew, 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 pew. Okay, now we're going to put it on our cover. Okay, so what you want to do, this is your bottom of your cover, and this is the top of your envelopes. You want to tape it with the top of your envelopes to the bottom of your cover. Don't do it the other way, because when you turn it up and you tape it up here, you want your tops to be up here, not taped to the bottom, which I did with that other one. So I'm going to pull the tape off. And I want to round the corners of my cover, not on the bottom, just on the top. And I'm not sure that it will cut through this canvas. So I'm going to do it over here on the little pieces. And I think what I'm going to do with these, oh, I dropped it. And I ran over it with my wheel. This one measures 2.5, so I'm going to cut these in ATCs and glue them onto some cardboard or something. So I want to try it on this piece just to see if this, and this is a 1-inch rounder, just to see if it's going to cut through, and it did. Not really great, but it certainly did. So I'm going to round the tops up here on the very top. Okay, let's get back to gluing this in. And if you hear that door squeaking, that's my back door where we let the dogs in and out. And we let Belle out all the time. She goes in and out. She's worse than a kid. I used to tell my kids, either come in and stay in or stay out. But running in and out. Well, I can't tell Belle that, because if you don't let her out, then she pees on the floor. So she really has to go. Alright, so I'm lining this up with my, can y'all see? With my cover here. Yeah, I'm sticking it down. And this is what I didn't want to happen, was them poking out on the side. So I should have made my cover just a little bit wider, but it's okay. It'll work out. It'll be alright. So now I want to really burnish this down to stick it. I missed Stacy's live video last night, so I think I want to go sometime, probably tomorrow. And no, because I'm going to do my cards tomorrow. She sent me the PDF file, and I want to print it out. But sometime this week, I'm going to get it done. I want to make a paper like she did so that I can either copy it and use it for stickers, like I did. I'll show you. These pages are round stickers, and I just copied my artwork and printed it out on round stickers. See? That cool? That's what I want to do with the mixed media mashup page that I do before I cut it up. Okay, now we're going to take this one off. These are really easy to make. And I thought they would be nice to keep ephemera in, so it's not scattered everywhere. And it's mixed media, and you made it all by yourself. And I'm going to make sure that's in there and hold it up like that. And smush it. And see, my sides are not even. They are on that side, but they are not on this side. But that's quite okay. I will live with it that way. Next time I'll cut my cover just a little bit wider. And I'll make sure that it's even on both sides. Okay, there we have it. There's our file folder. Cool, huh? And then this goes down over that, and I'm going to get a rubber band and a button, and I'm going to round the corners. Because I think they look cool rounded. I think it gives it a more finished edge. And there you have it. And there it is. This doesn't look too pretty, does it? But that's okay. It's okay. Nobody else is going to see it but me and you. And the whole world on YouTube. But I think it's better than just white. I don't know. Maybe I'll paint it some more. I didn't varnish this side. But I sealed this all in. I didn't seal this one. And I don't know if it's gonna... This was my first one, and I used the little envelopes. So, let's see if I can find a piece of elastic. I have these, if any of them will match. And I have just a little bit of black. I think the black will do better. And now to find a button in the button box. These are my homemade buttons. My homemade ones. I don't want one that big. That one will look good on there. Or that one. Or that one. Or a darker one. Or that one. No. 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 I think it's going to be that one. That one right there. Because I don't have any green ones. I have itty bitty green ones. But I don't have any. That one? No, I think the purple. I think the purple. What do you guys think? The purple? I have a video on how I made these. If you want to go look at it. So I'm going to thread my string up through the hole, hopefully. And then I'm going to kind of, do I want to go this way this time? What do y'all think? Or this way? The short way or the long way, guys? Yell at me. I think I'll go the short way. And I'm just going to cut some off. Hopefully it'll be enough. Thread it through my homemade button. Situate it on here. I'm going to have to get some more of this elastic in the black. And my button got threaded wrong. Or maybe not. Maybe it's just going to go that way because of how it's situated on the, yep. Okay, I'm just going to tie a knot. And it slipped. How many fingers does it take to tie a knot? It takes many fingers, I guess. It takes all 10 of them. Okay, there's that. And we'll just cut the ends off. Probably should tie them in a knot, but I didn't. And there we have it. There's the second one made. So glad you joined me on this adventure of making file folders. Please give me a thumbs up so I can get some money from YouTube. to buy my prescriptions. I am so upset with the insurance. It is just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I won't be able to afford my prescription, and I'm going to have to just go off of the medicine and have to be put up with the pain. So anyway, I'm sorry, I won't rant on that anymore. I just want to let you know. So give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. And please leave me a comment on how you like these. And I'm going to be off to do something else. All right, bye-bye.